Hello there. There is, in effect, an attempted anti-Brexit, anti-democratic coup in progress in the UK, and over this coming week you will see how low Remainers are prepared to stoop in order to reverse the democratic decision of the people. You only have to scan the mainstream media and social media platforms to see an absolute deluge of fanatical pro-EU outpourings from the ever-dwindling number of anti-Brexit campaigners. And the more they scream and protest, the more that Brussels says, look, Boris will have to crack soon, which is exactly what the anti-Brexit campaigners want. These anti-Brexit protesters are desperate to weaken the UK's position to one of supplicant to the EU flag and anthem, not caring that in the process they take a hammer and sickle to the UK constitution and economy. The Brexiteers have acted within the law by using a referendum to get the result they wanted. The government has used ages-old parliamentary procedures to clear the decks to prepare for a Queen's speech to put forward the government's plans for a post-Brexit UK. But the Remainers are prepared to ask the courts to overrule the Queen's personal royal prerogative. That means they are quite happy to drag Her Majesty into their sordid little political world. The Remainer MPs, aided by the Speaker of the House of Commons it seems, would be more than overjoyed to see the House of Commons rulebook torn up so that they could set their own rules and agenda. They are even threatening to set up their own People's Parliament in direct opposition to Westminster, as well as all sorts of other public disorder. And all the while the Remainers point at the Brexiteers and claim the Brexiteers, by acting within the law and the rules, are the ones that are acting undemocratically and are engaged in a coup. They just refuse to acknowledge that their own breaking of the rules and laws, together with threats of disorder, alternative political systems and even violence, are the true markers of a coup. The Remainer politicians have had 3.5 years to stop Brexit, and up until now they have not had the bottle to do what was required to stop Brexit, for fear of an electoral backlash. Instead they decided to bide their time, hoping for a face-saving opportunity to squash the dreams of the Brexiteers. But no such opportunity arose, and now their desperation kicks in. And their real problem is that the one avenue of escape they should have through a vote of no confidence in the Boris Johnson government is crippled by the unpopularity of the only person who can kick it off, the leader of the opposition, Jeremy Corbyn. Not only is Corbyn Mr. Billy No Mates in the House of Commons, even amongst those in his own parliamentary Labour Party, he is also held in low esteem across the country. Consider a recent Survation poll where respondents were asked to choose between the leaders of the Tories, Labour and the Lib Dems. Boris Johnson got 45%, Joe Swinson got 19%, the Don't Knows got 19%, and Jeremy Corbyn got just 17%. Yes, that means that Jeremy Corbyn came fourth in a 3-horse race. Anyway, even if they did call a vote of no confidence next week, it wouldn't happen until Wednesday, and there is one little interesting point about the rules on this. Under the Fixed Term Parliament Act, MPs get 14 days to vote for confidence in the government after any vote of no confidence. But that is the point. The law simply states 14 days, not 14 sitting or working days. So if prorogation kicks in 5 days later and they haven't sorted themselves out, that clock will keep ticking down until we automatically get a general election at Boris Johnson's leisure. So as far as I see it, Parliament would be dissolved from about mid-September during the prorogation period until the beginning of November, and there would be no way to stop it unless maybe you could find a very EU-friendly, very senior and very brave judge. Just for clarity, the Fixed Term Parliament Act Section 23B says that an early parliamentary general election takes place if the period of 14 days after the day on which the initial no confidence motion is passed ends without the House passing a motion of confidence in the government. But elsewhere in the same Act, it talks about other timescales in reference to working days. The distinction is clear and unambiguous. But further, if that did happen, it would be impossible for the government to ratify any deal at all, because there'd be no Parliament to vote for it. We would leave with no deal. Therefore, the risks to Remainers of tabling a motion of no confidence next week would be very, very high. But that aside, next week I think we'll see a titanic procedural struggle between the Speaker of the House, John Bercow, and the Leader of the House, Jacob Rees-Mogg. Rees-Mogg will ensure that the order paper contains no route under the rules of the Commons or Erskine May, as interpreted thus far, for Remainers to take charge of the timetable. But Bercow will be looking to hand power over to MPs to start the anti-Brexit legislation, and that is probably going to take something that drives the proverbial horse and carriage through those well-established rules. But if push comes to shove, he may well decide to roll those dice. Tempers are going to fray in Parliament next week, I think, and there will be points of order aplenty from both sides. We are now reaching the end of the long haul towards the top of the longest and most hair-raising roller coaster in recent UK political history. And you have to wonder if the next big attraction at Alton Towers will be the Great Brexit Ride. Anyway, what do you think about all of this? Please share and comment, and thank you for watching. Please do like and share this video, and also subscribe to my channel. And when subscribing, please do remember to press on the little bell next to the subscribe button. That way you'll get an alert every single time I put up a new video. Thank you very much for watching.